I'm joined from Belgium by Zong Zhu, co-founder and CEO of Deliverect. Zong, thank you so much for joining me this morning, all the way from Belgium. When did you notice that there was a problem with the way that restaurants receive and manage orders from these apps?
Hey, Kristen. First of all, thanks for having me. It's really interesting times. Deliverect exists only for 3 years, but the company itself has helped restaurants in more than 30 markets to really help them to run their sales. In the last year itself, we helped restaurants process over $1 billion in sales. So we are quite proud of this. And that being said, the team behind Deliverect and myself, we have a couple decades of experience in the hospitality industry. My father has actually a point of sale for Asian restaurants, and I personally created the first iPad point of sale in Europe. So we have a couple decades of experience, and one of the things we saw, years ago, even before COVID started, was the historical change or the shift of offline to online, where restaurants were processing 30-40% of their total revenue through these delivery companies, like you mentioned, like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and so on. And that really has caused a lot of a change, because you and me, we don't realize what's all going on in a restaurant. So when you are ordering on a delivery platform, it's pretty much a whack-a-mole in the restaurant at that same time. Because a restaurant would have a ton of these tablets because they are selling on all these platforms. And during a big shift, it's quite complex, as they need to accept the orders, take the orders, put it back in their point of sale, send to the kitchen, causing a lot of issues and for them impossible to scale.
Sounds like a mess. Zong, I'm just going to jump in here. Sounds like a mess. I know I actually have recently been burned by this as well, waiting a very, very long time to get a pickup order that I had actually gone to the restaurant to get. So I understand the need, and I think you lay it out perfectly there. I mean, in terms of the time and the money that this could save, are you able to quantify that?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, because we take away all the operations work, an average restaurant that uses us see an increase of 25% in the top line revenue online year over year. And that was pre-COVID. During COVID, we saw a ton of restaurants double, quadruple even their online sales, as they are resorting only to online. Second thing, where it's a massive thing, because we all know that restaurant is struggling, but restaurant is also a low margin business. So any mistake they have that they need to refund because there was something out of stock, or an item punched incorrectly, or item sold incorrectly, they need to refund that. And in the restaurant business, especially online, there's a without Deliverect, between 5 to 8% error rate. So that's massive. Every 100 orders, they're refunding 5 orders. You can imagine how much that is. And once we come into place, because we streamline the whole operations, we can almost reduce that by 80%. So it's a massive game changer for these restaurants to really provide them, optimization on profit level as well.
Zong, I do want to show a full screen to our viewers here. I want to jump in to show the restaurants that you're working with. I mean, as you mentioned, restaurants dealing with heavy orders, Pret, KFC, Taco Bell, obviously Taco Bell and KFC all falling under Yum Brands, Ben & Jerry's on there as well. With this new round of funding, $65 million, that's a lot. How exactly are you going to use that? And are you going to expand? What are the new clients and restaurants that you're planning to take on?
Yeah, definitely. You see here all top brands, right? But we don't just serve enterprise. We have a ton of enterprise customers, but we also have a long tail of small, medium business, because what we believe in is really helping this industry. And as you know, restaurants is very powered by mom and pop shops. Over 70% of a ton of restaurants are smaller ones. So beside these brands, we even work in the US with Spin, Time Out Market, Muco, but as well, dark kitchens at FNCG. Right, so we see a massive growth in helping these smaller restaurants as well, besides the enterprise, to sell online or multi-brand, and helping them not just to survive this period, but even to thrive.
Now, in terms of technology, this obviously is going to satisfy a lot of problems that I think currently exist. We're showing a woman, for instance, here working in a restaurant with a gajillion different screens, now shrunk down to just a single screen, right, to manage all of this. Any other projects or technology advancements in the pipeline, Zong, that could really help just elevate this experience?
Yeah, for sure. I think we are only on the start of the online transition in the hospitality industry. You have this in retail and hotels. So what we want to do is give back the control to the restaurant and don't only allow them to sell on the pickup side as well on delivery, but giving them access to any channel. So they will be able to sell on social channels as well as other apps. And finally, I think what we also do is connecting restaurant to third-party delivery companies directly, so that wherever they have a customer ordering it, they can also deliver it. And that's really a power and a future of the space.
Absolutely fascinating. I hope that it does speed up the times for many people, both inside the restaurants and outside. Zhang Zhu, co-founder and CEO of Deliverect, joining from Belgium. Thank you.